Special thanks to Patreon supporter Zachary Chabal for making this video possible. Hello ladies and gentlemen, Scared204 here bringing you another Minecraft Modern Warfare vehicle tutorial. And this tutorial will be going ahead and building the MIL Mi-24, known by NATO as the Hind. It is a large helicopter gunship attack helicopter and low capacity troop transport with room for 8 passengers. It is produced by MIL Moscow Helicopter Plant and has been operated since 1972 by Soviet Air Force and its successors, along with more than 30 other nations. The vehicle itself goes by the nickname the Flying Tank by Soviet pilots, a term that was used historically with the famous World War II Soviet Il-2 Sturmovik armored ground attack aircraft. And more common unofficial nicknames were Galena, Crocodile due to the helicopter's camouflage theme, and Drinking Glass because of the flat glass planes that surround earlier Mi-24 variants cockpits. The vehicle itself is a very iconic Soviet/Russian helicopter and is known to be a very powerful one to say the least. It's very well armed and also can take a good beating before it has to go down. As I mentioned, it is in service and its first flight was in 1969 and it was introduced into service in 1972. It's been in production since 1969 and is still in production to this day. And the number built has, at this point in time, been 2,648. So overall, really awesome aircraft itself, and just overall, just super cool. Everybody knows the Hind, and it's one of those iconic aircraft for sure. I want to go ahead and give a special thanks to Patreon supporter Zachary Chabal for requesting this vehicle. Hopefully I pronounced that last part right. I probably butchered it, but thank you so much for making this vehicle request possible. If you guys are interested in supporting the channel more than you guys already do, feel free to head over to my Patreon page. Link is down in the description, where you guys can go ahead and pledge a small amount and earn some cool perks like a vehicle of your choosing and stuff like that. So feel free to check it out if you guys are interested. But anyways, let's take a look at the MIL Mi-24 Hind and see exactly where we're going ahead and building. Some of you guys have been around the channel for quite a while though may remember that I did build a Hind a very long time ago, back on Xbox One, back when I was still doing those Xbox tutorials. So a very long time ago I built one of these, and this has kind of been a huge revamp for the aircraft for sure. Anyways, let's go ahead and take a look at it. So start off with, we have the front up here. We have I want to say it's a 30mm gun up here in the front. I don't know offhand. But obviously it's got a Gatling gun up here in the front. Very powerful, bunch of optics, all that kind of stuff that kind of hang down from the front here. We also have the probe here, which I'm not exactly 100% sure for. I really highly doubt it's a refueling probe. However, you never know really, so it's kind of weird. It kind of connects up to the cockpit and everything like that. Here you have the cockpit. I imagine it's probably a cockpit, and also, or the pilot and the gunner would be stationed in these two positions. So you have probably the pilot down here and the gunner up above is what I'm thinking is probably the configuration. There's also a big door on the side here for the pilot and co-pilot to get out. Doors on the side here for the troop compartment. Moving on up, you have your huge 5-bladed rotors, which I actually think came out pretty good considering that trying to build, basically at an angle like this for 5 propeller blades in Minecraft is definitely no easy task, but I think it actually came out really good shape-wise, and I'm pretty overall satisfied with the way it looks. So that's the rotors up there. Looks pretty nice. Working our way toward the back, we have the wings that kind of stick out on the sides here, which are equipped with various types of loadouts, missiles, all that kind of stuff, Hellfire type design missiles and missile pods and all kinds of stuff. Is basically what's located on the outside wings here, and it's the same thing on both sides for the loadout. Continuing on, we have just a bunch of different little detailing and stuff like that. We got the lines here that lead back to the tail fin here, the stabilizers on both sides here, with your elevators and all that kind of stuff. And then we have our vertical stabilizer on the back here that's equipped with our tail rotor, which again, building at a basically 3 blades here at an angle in Minecraft, definitely not an easy task, but I still think it came out pretty good for it. And again, you got the tail piece here and all that fun stuff. And that's pretty much the new design for the Hind. I'm definitely really happy with the way it looks. I think it came out really nice and is definitely a huge improvement compared to the previous one we had. and all that fun stuff. So hopefully you guys do enjoy the new design for the hind. Let's go ahead and get into the tutorial. We're going to start off with layer 2. It'll be a little bit easier for us to start off with layer 2 and then work our way back down to layer 1. And there is a few little differences with these layers, and I'll be explaining those. I also do have the landed version of the hind built as well, so I'll be showing you guys how to make the landed version, which you can see sitting right here. So I will be showing you guys how to do both, as well as letting you guys know how many blocks off the ground you need to build this if you are planning on building the landed version. Anyways, let's go ahead and get into the tutorial by starting off with our first layer, layer 2. Alrighty guys, so moving on to our first layer, we're going to start off with layer 2. Before we exactly get into layer 2, I want to go ahead and real quickly point out what exactly we need to do to make sure that this thing sits properly on the ground if you're building this thing landed. This comes into play with making sure that this layer here is sitting a total of 2 blocks off the ground. As you can see here, I have the purple wool representing the ground level of the, basically of whatever you're building this on, so tarmac or whatever, or helicopter pad, and then you can see here I have 2 blocks of space up above that before we start to build the second layer. So we do need to make sure that that is properly done. If you have this 1 block too high or 1 block too low, it's not going to sit right on whatever you're building. So just make sure that that's correct if you are building the landed version. We're going to be building this aircraft as if we're building the in-flight version, and I'll be showing you guys at the end a modified version that shows you how to put the landing gear equipped onto the in-flight version. So just a heads up, make sure that that's correct. 2 blocks of space in between the second layer of the aircraft and the ground level that you're going to be basically building this on top of. Anyways, to get started, we're going to go ahead and build our center line. If you guys are new to my aircraft tutorials, the way I like to structure them is I like to go ahead and do the center line and then do the right side, and then I leave the left side up to you guys to copy. However, at this layer, there is a little minor difference up here located in the front, and I'll go over how that's different on both sides. So we're going to do the right side here on camera, and it's up to you guys to copy the left side over. Very simple stuff. It's nothing too complicated, that's for sure. Anyways, to go ahead and get started here, we're going to place down a quartz stair just like this. And again, this is going to be 2 blocks off the ground. We're then going to place down 2 iron trap doors that come off the stair in whatever direction we want the aircraft to be facing. So we're going to have the aircraft facing this way. So we're going to place down our 2 iron trap doors come off the front of the stair facing the direction we want it to be facing. Behind the stair, we're going to place down a quartz full block followed by a quartz upside down stair. Upside down stair is obviously going to be facing toward the rear of the aircraft. After this upside down stair, we're going to go ahead and place down a row of 15 of quartz top slabs after this upside down stair going toward the back. Once we have that done, we're going to go ahead and go back up here to the front. On either side of this quartz stair up here in the front, we're going to place down a quartz top slab. You'll see you'll do the same thing there on both sides. So after our quartz top slab here, this is where we start to see a little bit of differences evolved around the nose. Pretty simple stuff. It's nothing too complicated. We should be able to get through with relative ease. Now over here on the left side, behind this quartz top slab, we're going to place down a total of 2 quartz full blocks, followed by a quartz upside down stair. On this side, however, we're just going to place down a quartz upside down stair, come off this quartz full block in the middle, followed by 2 more quartz top slabs. So you see after this quartz top slab on the right side, you have a quartz upside down stair, followed by 2 quartz top slabs. Over here on the left side, you have 2 quartz full blocks after this quartz top slab and a quartz upside down stair. Should look something like this from down below, and just kind of give you guys a good view of it. Something just like this from down below is what you guys want to have. Again, this is on the left side here, and this is the right side of the fuselage. After that's complete, from this stair right here, and then this top slab over here, it's gonna be the same. We're gonna go ahead and place down a row of 14 of quartz top slabs going back. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. So it should be in line with our center row, just like that. After that's done, we do have, again, some varying that's going to go on right here. So starting off, we have over here on the right side, we're going to go ahead and be adding on this section right here that kind of comes off for this little portion that hangs down. So for this, we're going to go ahead and go off this quartz stair right here. We're going to place down an air quartz stair like this, followed by 1 and 2 more after it. And then coming off this quartz stair in the middle, we're going to place down a skeleton skull like that. Over here on the left side, it's a bit different. We're going to place down a skeleton skull, come off the second quartz full block, followed by a end rod, which we'll need to place down a block kind of below here, like that, and then place down an end rod on top of it, like so. So as you can see there, it's a bit different on both sides there. Here's a little bit of an overview from up above on what that looks like, so make sure it's something like that. Once we have that done, we're going to place down 1 and 2 iron trapdoors back, followed by an iron trapdoor that sticks out. Same thing, it's going to be the same position on both sides, just like that. We're going to skip a space of 1, place down 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 iron trapdoors back, and then we want to place down a row of 5 of quartz top slabs. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 quartz top slabs back, just like that. Once you guys have that done, that's going to do it for layer 2. So you should have something that looks like this from up above. And that's kind of your big main section here of the actual fuselage itself that we've pretty much constructed. Anyways, that's going to do it for layer 2. Let's move on to layer 1, and then we'll work our way back up to layer 3. Alright guys, so we've done to layer 1. Layer 1's pretty simple, and we're going to do this whole layer on camera since it's pretty much different on both sides here. The only thing we're going to be doing is adding some stuff up here to the front that kind of hangs down, as you can see, located right there. So to start off with, on the bottom of this first stair on the right side, we're going to place down a quartz full block, followed by a second one behind it, and then a quartz upside down stair just like that. After we have that done, we're going to place down 1 and 2 ladders on the side here, and same thing over here, 1 and 2 ladders with a stone button on it like that. And that's going to do it over here for the right side. Pretty simple stuff. Over here on the left side, it's a bit different. We want to go ahead and actually place down a quartz full block, which is going to be underneath this end router here. So quartz full block, followed by a black stained glass block coming off of it toward the front. On either side of the black stained glass block, we're going to place down a sign like this on both sides with a skeleton skull coming off the center block. And then behind here, we're going to place down a skeleton skull just like that. Once you guys have that done, that's going to do it for this layer. Here's just a little overview real quick to see exactly what we did. And everything like that, you can see it's different on both sides there, so make sure that is all correct. Anyways, that's going to do it for layer 1. Let's move on to layer 3. Alright guys, moving on to our next layer, we have layer 3. For layer 3, we're going to go ahead and start off by placing down a quartz full block on top of this quartz stair up here on the front. If you guys remember correctly back from layer 2, we have this quartz stair with 2 iron trapdoors that come off of it. We're going to place down a quartz full block on top of that quartz stair. After that quartz full block, we're going to place down a nether brick stair going toward the front, followed by 3 nether brick slabs after that dark oak wood stair like so. After that's done, we're going to place down a sign on both sides of the first nether brick slab. After that, we want to place down a quartz upside down stair on both sides of this nether brick stair like that in the front there, so it should create a little bit of a shape that looks like that. Behind this stair right here, we're going to place down a quartz full block like that, followed by a quartz top slab that goes out to the side from that quartz full block, and then a quartz upside down stair after that quartz top slab. Once that's done, we're going to go and grab green stained clay. We're going to place down 1, 2, 3, and 4 green stained clay blocks back. After that, we're going to go and place down a dark oak wood stair like that after those green stained clay blocks with a black wool block here on the inside to kind of fill in that empty space that's left open there for a little bit of a vent located right there. We also want to go ahead and grab ourselves a skeleton skull and also a end rod. We're going to go to the side here. We're going to place down a skeleton skull on either side here, followed by an end rod in the middle, and it should be right above, the end rod should be right above this iron trapdoor from the previous layer, so just like that. Continuing on, we're going to go and take our green stained clay. We're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 green stained clay blocks back. We're going to go and take our quartz full blocks, and we're going to go and place down a row of 1, 2, 3, and 3 quartz full blocks back, followed by a quartz top slab. After that's done, in between the quartz top slabs, which will be on both sides, we're going to place down a row of 3 of quartz full blocks. In between those quartz top slabs, followed by a row of 3 of quartz top slabs that come off these 3 quartz full blocks, and then a iron trapdoor, which is going to be on both sides of that row of 3 of quartz top slabs. So you should get something that kind of looks like this for the fuselage for this layer. We also want to go ahead and go to the sides here. We're going to grab ourselves stone brick slabs for this. We're going to go ahead and place down a placeholder block coming off this green stained clay block right here, the last one before these quartz full blocks. We're going to place down a stone brick top slab, followed by 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 back. We're going to go over one more. So we're going to skip a space, place down a narrow row of stone brick all the way down, so narrow row 6. After we have that done, we're going to go and grab ourselves some wooden trapdoors, also some dark oak wood slabs. We're going to go and again place down a, have basically a space of 1 here. We're going to place down a wooden trapdoor, followed by a second one after it, followed by 1 and 2 dark oak wood slabs and another wooden trapdoor. And we're going to do the same thing again. So again, skip an air space, a wooden trapdoor, another wooden trapdoor back, 2 dark oak wood slabs, and another iron trapdoor like that. So you get something that looks like this for the top up here, or the front, the start here of our missiles, everything like that, our hard points, and that's going to do it for that. Coming off the center quartz top slab here, we're going to go ahead and basically go back to this slab back here. We're going to give ourselves a space of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we're going to go 11 blocks back, and then we're going to place down a quartz top slab coming off that block, followed by a skeleton skull on the end. Then we just want to go and break this row of placeholder blocks as we don't need them anymore. So we should get something that looks just like this for this layer. After that, that's going to do it for layer 3. And with that, we can move on to our next layer. Well, real quick, we do have one last thing. We do have some stone buttons we want to put in. So Starting on your second green stained clay block after this dark oak wood stair, we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 stone buttons running along the side there. Go ahead and make that small little addition there. Pretty simple stuff, and that right there is now going to do it for layer 3. With that, let's move on to layer 4. Alright guys, moved on to our next layer, we have layer 4. For layer 4, we're going to start off by placing down a quartz full block on top of this nether brick stair right up here in the front with a stone button coming off of it. On either side of this quartz full block, we're going to place down a cobblestone wall. Behind this cobblestone wall, on both sides, we're going to place down a nether quartz full block with a cobblestone wall coming off the side here of the quartz full block. After that, we're going to place down a green stained clay block coming back from the quartz full block, and then a mossy cobblestone wall on both sides, just like that. After that's done, we're going to take our green stained clay, we're going to place down from this cobblestone wall, we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 green stained clay blocks back. We're also going to place down a stone button on your 7th green stained clay block back. We then want to grab ourselves some spruce wood planks. We're going to place down 1, 2, and 3 spruce wood planks, followed by a green stained clay block with a stone button on it, and then we're going to go and continue. So after this green stained clay block, we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, and 4 more. So you have a row of 5 of green stained clay here. We're going to grab red hardened stained clay, place down 1 and 2 red hardened stained clay blocks back, followed by a quartz stair on top of this iron trap door. In between basically these 2 quartz stairs that are going to be on both sides here, we're going to place down a row of 3 of quartz full blocks across. Coming off those that row of 3 of quartz full blocks, we're going to place down another row of 3, sticking out like that. And we're going to place down a cobblestone wall on both sides. And then we just want to go and place down a row of 3 of quartz top slabs coming off these 3 quartz full blocks, like that, for the back of the fuselage. For the rocket pods, all that kind of stuff, very simple. We're just going to build upon what we already have set up. So we're going to go and place down a row of 6 here of polished andesite on top of these stone brick top slabs, followed by one more stone brick slab that sticks out toward the front. Same thing right here for this row of polished andesite and a stone slab that sticks out the front there like that. Once we have that done, we're going to go ahead and basically add on to our little missiles that are located on the sides here. So for these, we're going to go ahead and grab ourselves some stone slabs. We're going to need some signs and also some skeleton skulls and a wooden trapdoor. So for this, we're going to go ahead and place down a row of 3 here of stone slabs. So 1, 2, and 3. Same thing right here, 1, 2, and 3. We then want to place down 2 green stained clay blocks between those 2 stone slabs like that. And then coming off that green stained clay block, we're going to place down a dark oak wood fence gate, opened up like so. On both sides here, we're going to place down a skeleton skull on each side of these slabs here, so like that on both sides there. And then we're going to place down a sign on this side of the slab on both sides. After that's done, we want to go ahead and also take wooden trapdoors and place down 1 and 2 more wooden trapdoors on top of those wooden trapdoors from the previous layer. So you get something that looks like that on both sides there for our missile pods and all that stuff. Anyways, after we have that done, we're going to go back to this section here. We're going to place down a cobblestone wall on top of this quartz top slab and a quartz upside down stair coming off the cobblestone wall facing toward the fuselage of the aircraft. Once we have that all complete, that is going to do it for layer number 4. With that, let's move on to layer 5. One quick adjustment we're going to make before we move on to the next layer is something that was accidentally left onto the aircraft. It was something I changed and kind of repositioned, and I forgot to actually move the original because it was kind of hidden by the wings. So these red stained clay blocks here, we're actually going to go ahead and replace with green stained clay. So it's just going to be a continuous row of green stained clay all the way to this quartz stair. And it's going to be the same thing there on both sides, so just go ahead and replace those so you get a nice solid line here, green stained clay, instead of having the red stained clay. I just realized that the red stained clay is actually going to go into effect on this point right here, which is in the next layer, and I accidentally had it positioned here under the wings. You can see I replaced it now, but it was kind of positioned there and kind of hidden away, so I repositioned it onto the tailpiece, so that's why that red stained clay was there, something I forgot to remove. So anyways, that's going to do it for layer 4. Let's now move on to layer 5. Also, real quick before we move on to layer 5, one last thing I kind of forgot, a little detail piece, is we actually want to go and place down an end rod, come off these 2 cobblestone walls up on the front here, and once you add those on, then you're pretty much now done with layer 4. My bad on that, missing a few things here and there, but good we caught them now instead of later on. So anyways, with that, let's go ahead and now move on to layer 5. For layer 5, we're going to go ahead and start off by going up to the top up here. We're going to go and place down a, basically a light gray stained glass full block on top of this kind of empty space here in between these quartz blocks. We can even place down a quartz block right there and place down a light gray stained glass block on top of it. Basically you want it right here. It's 1 block back from this very front nose piece here from the previous layer. After this light gray stained glass full block, we're going to place down 1, 2, 3 more blocks after it, and then a green stained clay block. Going out to the sides here of the first block, we're going to place down a light gray stained glass pane, followed by 1 and 2 light gray stained glass blocks back, followed by 1 and 2 green stained clay blocks back. After that's done, we're going to go ahead and place down a zombie head on top of this mossy cobblestone wall on both sides. We then want to place down a dark oak wood slab back, followed by a dark oak wood stair, just like that. So it's going to be like that on both sides there, like so. Going back from this dark oak wood stair, we're going to place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 green stained clay blocks. And actually, this is a little bit different on this side here. So you're going to place down a row of 5 over on the left side. However, on this side, we do have something a little bit different going on. So we're going to grab ourselves a spruce wood slab and also a spruce wood stair. We're going to go ahead and break these 3 center blocks that are within this row of 5, and we're going to go ahead and swap this out. We're going to place down a spruce wood plank in the center here, followed by a spruce wood upside down stair on both sides. Behind these blocks, we're going to place down a row of 3 of green stained clay just to kind of cover any or fill in any holes there, and this is going to be the side door I was kind of mentioning earlier. That's located only on the right side of the aircraft. We also just want to place down a sign on this 1 spruce wood stair, and that's going to kind of do it for that. Again, on this side, it's only a row of 5 green stained clay. This side's a little bit different with this row that goes back like so. Anyways, continuing on, we then want to place down a light gray stained glass block. That's going to be on top of this spruce wood plank here on both sides. We're going to place down there a spruce wood plank and another light gray stained glass block like that. We're also going to take a stone button and we're going to place it down on this green stained clay block right here. Going back, we're going to place down a green stained clay block after this light stained glass block with a stone button on it as well. Again, we then want to place down a light gray stained glass block going back, a green stained clay block, and another light gray stained glass block, followed by 1, 2, and 3 green stained clay blocks going back, followed by a mossy cobblestone wall on top of this quartz stair. In between this mossy cobblestone wall and the side, we're going to place down a row of 3 of green stained clay. We're going to go ahead and hold it for right there, and we're going to go ahead and basically build what we have for our wing in this layer. So our wing here is going to look a little funky and all that stuff with the way it's structured for this layer, but it will obviously look better in the end. So to start off with, we're going to place down a dark oak wood top slab, come off this green stained clay block right here, the last one before the mossy cobblestone wall. We then want to place down a row of 3 of upside down dark oak wood stairs. So we have 1, 2, and 3. Make sure the backs are facing toward the outside of the vehicle like that. We also want to go ahead and place down a zombie head coming off the dark oak wood stair just like that. After that's done, we're going to place down 2 top slabs behind these first 2 dark oak wood upside down stairs. We then want to go ahead and take our dark oak wood slabs again. We're going to go ahead and place down a dark oak wood upside down stair. Place coming off this dark oak wood slab and then having it stick out one more past. So just like that. Going ahead and continuing on, we're also going to place down another zombie head behind this. So we should have something that kind of looks like this so far for the wing. After that, we're going to place down 2 dark oak wood top slabs behind those 2 dark oak wood upside down stairs. We then want to place down another dark oak wood top slab coming off this front one right here. And then in this section here, we're going to place down a dark oak wood stair. We then want to place down a green stained clay block on top of this one right here, come off this dark oak wood top slab, and another dark oak wood stair like that on top of that green stained clay block to create something that looks like that on the back there, and should be the same on both sides. After that's complete, along this in the middle, going back to this section here, come off this row of 3 of green stained clay. We're just going to fill in the middle, place down a row of 3 of green stained clay, followed by a row of 2 of red hardened stained clay blocks on both sides. After that, we're going to place down a row of 3 of quartz full blocks. Come off the center quartz full block, we're going to place down 1 and 2 quartz full blocks going back. We're going to place down a quartz upside down stair, come off the first quartz block, and then a quartz top slab on the second. Come off the center quartz full block, should kind of stick out past the rest. We're going to place down a row of 3 of quartz top slabs, followed by an iron trap door. And then we're going to place down an upside down quartz stair, come off the iron trap door like so it should kind of connect up with this quartz stair, create a bit of an angle. And then we're going to place down a end rod on top of the quartz stair right here, and also another cobblestone wall on top of this cobblestone wall right there for the back section there. One thing we also want to go ahead and add is something we couldn't add in the previous layer. We're going to go ahead and grab ourselves some levers. We're going to place down a lever on this quartz full block. We're going to flick it back like this. Coming off the lever, we're going to place down an end rod, and then we're going to place down another lever on top of this, or on the bottom of this quartz full block, and have it flicked in to connect up to the end rod, so you get something that kind of looks like that for the back there. Once you guys have that all done, just going in and double checking, make sure everything's correct, and everything does look correct. That is going to do it for layer 5. With that, let's go ahead and move on to our next layer, layer 6. Alright guys, moving on to our next layer, we have layer 6. For layer 6, we're going to go ahead and start off by placing down a light gray stained glass pane on top of this light gray stained glass full block up here in the front. Behind this pane, we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, and 4 light gray stained glass full blocks back, should end on top of this green stained clay block here in the middle. After that's done, we're going to go and take a light gray stained glass pane. We're going to place down 1 and 2 on these first two light gray stained glass full blocks, followed by a dark oak wood stair back like that. After that's complete, we also want to go ahead and switch to some dark oak wood fence gates, and we will need to build this little extension piece that comes out for the front here. For this, it's very simple. We're just going to go and take a dark oak wood fence gate coming off this glass pane right here. We're going to place down 1, 2, and 3 dark oak wood fence gates coming off this glass pane, followed by a quartz top slab. On either side of this last dark oak wood fence gate, before the quartz half slab, we're going to go and place down a upside down, or not an upside down, but a dark oak wood stair that's going to go on both, or a dark oak wood fence gate that's going to go on both sides, and we're going to have it opened up so it faces the gate just like that for the front there. After that's complete, we want to go ahead and go back from this dark oak wood stair here on both sides. We're going to place down 1, 2, and 3 light gray stained glass blocks going back. Now again, this is a part right here where it gets a little different on both sides. So for this, over here on the left side, we're going to place down a dark oak wood half slab on the second, or come off the second light gray stained glass block back from the stair, followed by a dark oak wood stair and a green stained clay block. Over here on this side, it's going to be a little bit different. We're going to go and place down a spruce wood half slab on top of this upside down spruce wood stair, followed by another spruce wood stair after that, and a spruce wood stair facing that direction like so. Let me actually double check. Actually, my bad. It's a spruce wood plank after the stair like so. We also want to go and grab ourselves a sign. We're going to place down a sign here on this spruce wood plank, and we also want to go and grab ourselves a tripwire hook and place down a tripwire hook coming off of this spruce wood stair, which we're going to swap out for a spruce wood plank, and we're going to place down a tripwire hook like that. So you can see here it's a little bit different on both sides here, and again, it's nothing too major, but just some slight differences on both sides. Either way, we're going to go ahead and go back from this green stained clay block, one more green stained clay block, and back from the spruce wood plank, a green stained clay block. So it's going to be like that on both sides there, so it looks something like this. Coming off this green stained clay block on both sides, we're going to place down a zombie head. We then want to place down 1, 2, and 3 spruce wood planks going back along the side here, followed by another green stained clay block. On this green stained clay block, we're going to go ahead and again place down a stone button on both sides. And go back from this green stained clay block, we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 green stained clay blocks after, so you have a total of 6 green stained clay blocks running back. After we have that done, we're going to place down a dark oak wood stair, like this, after this green stained clay block, followed by a mossy cobblestone wall on top of the one from the previous layer. And then we just want to go ahead and go on the inside here. We're going to place down a green stained clay block behind this stair, and one also on the side here, this mossy cobblestone wall. Going out to the side here for the wings, we want to go ahead and start off by placing down 1, 2, and 3 green carpet on top of the upside down stairs and top slabs right here, right after this dark oak wood stair. Going ahead and going off those carpets, we're going to go ahead and place down a row of 3 here of dark oak wood slabs across like that. We then want to go ahead and place down a dark oak wood top slab, come off this green stained clay block here, followed by a green stained clay block like that. Come out the green stained clay block, we're going to place down a dark oak wood half slab, followed by 1 and 2 more going out to the side like so. We also want to take some green carpet, and we're going to place down 1 and 2 green carpets on these two, the upside down stair and the top slab, and also 2 green carpets on top of the green stained clay block and dark oak wood top slab like that. So you should get something that looks like this from up above. After that's all complete there, we're going to go and take some red hardened stained clay. We're going to place down 1 and 2 more blocks on top of these red stained clay blocks, followed by 1, 2, and 3 green stained clay blocks back, and we're going to place down a ladder on both sides of the third green stained clay block back. We're then going to go ahead and go back from these blocks. We're going to place down 1, 2, 3, and 4 mossy cobblestone walls going back, followed by a row of 4 of green stained clay in between the mossy cobblestone walls that will be on both sides. Continuing on, we're going to place down a quartz full block after this row of 4 of green stained clay, followed by 1, 2, 3, and 4 iron trapdoors out to the side, and then 1 iron trapdoor back, so just like that on both sides. We also want to place down a quartz full block going back from this one right here, so you have a second one. We're going to place down an upside down quartz stair on top of this cobblestone wall, followed by 2 quartz top slabs coming off that upside down quartz stair, like that, going toward the back. Once you guys have that all complete there, that is going to do it for layer number 6. Also, again, this is only on the right side here, this little probe that sticks out right here, so make sure that you're only putting that on the right side as well. Anyways, that right there is going to do it for layer 6. With that, let's move on to layer 7. Alright guys, moving on to our next layer, we have layer 7. For layer 7, we're going to go and start off by placing down a wooden trapdoor on top of this light gray stained glass pane that the wooden trapdoors connect to over here on the right side. Coming off that, we're also going to place down a zombie head, so you get something that looks just like this on the side here, and that's going to be only on the right side and not on the left side. Once we have that done, we're going to go and basically place down a nether brick slab on the second light gray stained glass block going back, followed by a dark oak wood slab after that nether brick slab. On either side of this dark oak wood slab, we're going to place down a zombie head. That's going to look like this on both sides. After that slab right here, we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, and 4 light gray stained glass blocks going back from the slab. We also want to take some light gray stained glass panes, and we're going to place down 1, 2, and 3 here along the first 3 light gray stained glass blocks, and then we're going to place down a dark oak wood stair on either side of this last light gray stained glass block like so. After that's done, behind behind these stairs and the light gray stained glass blocks, we're going to place down a row of 3 of green stained clay, followed by a dark oak wood stair on both sides. After that's complete, we then want to go ahead and place down a green stained clay block going back from these stairs. That's going to go back 1 on both sides. We also want to go ahead and grab ourselves some green carpet, and on the right side only on top of these spruce wood planks, we're just going to place down some green carpet like that to kind of cover them up a little bit more. After that's done, we're going to go ahead and grab ourselves stone brick stairs. We're going to place down 2 stone brick stairs facing each other on top of those 2 spruce wood planks, and we're also going to go ahead and go on the inside here and place down 2 black wool blocks to block them off on the inside here to keep the inside not visible from the outside. We also want to go ahead and grab ourselves a green stained clay block and place down a green stained clay block going back from this stone brick stair. Once we have that done, we're going to take a stone button. We're going to place down a stone button right here on this green stained clay block, and also a stone button on this one right here as well. Going back from this green stained clay block here, we're going to go back 1, 2, and 3 more blocks, so you have a row of 4 here. We're going to place down a dark oak wood stair facing that direction like so, followed by 1 and 2 mossy cobblestone walls going back. On the back of this dark oak wood stair and along these 2 mossy cobblestone walls, we're going to place down 3 green stained clay blocks. We're going to go and place down a total of 1, 2, and 3 more green stained clay blocks, should end on top of this red stained clay block, giving you a row of 6 of green stained clay. We're going to place down a zombie head on both sides of the 4th green stained clay block back. Going back here on the center, we are going to want to fill this in a little bit, so we're going to go and go in between these 2 green stained clay blocks here in the middle. We're going to place down these 2 green stained clay blocks, and we're going to place down a row that goes back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 more blocks back. We're then going to take some yellow hardened stained clay. We're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 yellow stained clay, and then a green stained clay block, which should end on top of this quartz top step on the end here. For the sides along here, we're going to place down a dark oak wood stair like this after this green stained clay block, followed by a dark oak wood stair like that, so it turns this stair into a corner stair, and then we have a regular stair, followed by a second regular stair. We're then going to place down 1, 2, 3, and 4 mossy cobblestone walls going toward the back. On top of these wooden trapdoors, or these iron trapdoors, we're going to place down dark oak wood slabs, so exactly on top of them like that. And we also want to go ahead and place down a row of 3 of spruce wood slabs in between the yellow, basically the dark oak wood slab and yellow stained clay right in that space right there. We're then going to just go ahead and take some stone buttons and place down 1 and 2 stone buttons on these yellow stained clay blocks, just like that. Once you guys have that all complete, that is going to do it for this layer. Just want to double check, make sure we're not missing anything. Looks like we're good, but that right there is going to do it for this. And actually, one last thing, we're going to place down green carpet on top of this dark oak wood stair there. Once we have that all done, we can now go ahead and move on to our next layer, layer 8. Alright guys, moving on to our next layer, we have layer 8. For layer 8, we're going to go ahead and start off by going up to the top up here again. We're going to place down a light gray stained glass pane on top of this light gray stained glass full block. Going back from that light gray stained glass pane, we're going to place down a light gray stained glass full block, followed by a nether brick stair that's going to have its back facing toward the light gray stained glass block. On the sides here, we're going to go and place down some wither skeleton skulls on top of these panes here at about a 45-ish degree angle. And it's going to kind of be the same thing on both sides there, just to kind of create a more kind of rounded shape for the top, you know, kind of canopy right up here. After this nether brick stair, we're going to place down a mossy cobblestone wall with a dark oak wood stair on both sides, and another mossy cobblestone wall that comes out from that dark oak wood stair. We're going to go and build the center line of the aircraft real quick, and then we're going to work our way out to the side. So for this, going back from the mossy cobblestone wall, we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 green stained clay blocks back. We're then going to place down a dark oak wood stair. We're going to skip 2 spaces. We're going to place down a zombie head, and we're going to place down an end rod on both sides of the zombie head like that. After this last end rod, we're going to skip 2 more spaces, and then we're going to place down a acacia wood slab, like that. We're going to go and skip a space, and then place down 2 green carpets on top of these first 2 yellow stained clay blocks. We then want to place down a dark oak wood slab, followed by a green stained clay block, a red wool block, a green stained clay block, and then a dark oak wood upside down stair on the end there to kind of bring it to an end on the tail. After that is all done right there, we're going to go ahead and basically build up our next side. So going back from this dark oak wood stair, we're going to place down 1 and 2 green stained clay blocks, followed by 1 and 2 black wool blocks. After that, we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, and 4 green stained clay blocks, followed by a polished andesite block with a ladder on the side. We're then going to place down a green stained clay block, followed by a dark oak wood stair, which is going to have a sign coming off the front of the stair like that. And then after that, we're going to place down a dark oak wood slab, which should be basically in between the corners here of the dark oak wood stairs, like that for the back here. Once we have that done, we're going to place down a dark oak wood fence post. It's going to be the same thing on both sides here, followed by 2 iron bars going back like that. We're going to go and basically do our iron bars. They're going to kind of go back here and connect to the sides. So we're going to go back from these iron bars. We're going to go and place down 2 more that kind of go out at an angle like this. We then want to go ahead and drop down and also go out at an angle again and place down 2 more iron bars that go down like that. And we're going to go and do this one more time, go out and go back 2 with our iron bars so we get something that looks like that. And that's going to be the same thing right there on both sides. So you should get something that looks just like this. Here's a view from the sides there like that. Also on the left side, and the left side only, on top of this first mossy cobblestone wall, we're going to place down a dark oak wood fence post, but only on the left side, not on the right side. So just like that. And we're going to go ahead and continue on, go up to the front here. After this mossy cobblestone wall right here, we're going to place down 1 and 2 more back. We then want to place down 2 upside down cobblestone or stone brick stairs facing each other like that for this huge circular vent on the side. Going back from this, we're going to go and place down 1, 2, 3, and 4 mossy cobblestone walls. And once we have that done, that's going to do it for that. Let me just double check. I don't think there's anything left for us to do in this layer. I think we're pretty much good to go. And yep, that's right there is going to do it for layer 8. With that, let's go ahead and move on to layer 9. Alright guys, moving on to our next layer, we have layer 9. For layer 9, we're going to go ahead and start off by placing down a row of 3 of wooden trapdoors, starting on this mossy cobblestone wall right here, and going back 2 more. So we have a row of 3 here. We then want to place down a black wool block, followed by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 green stained clay blocks back. So again, that's 6 green stained clay blocks back from this black wool block. We then want to place down a dark oak wood slab after this row of 6. We're going to skip a space, place down a green stained clay block on top of this dark oak wood stair here, and around this green stained clay block, we're going to wrap signs around it, like so. After that's done, we want to go ahead and work our way to the back here. On the left side only, we're going to place down a dark oak wood fence post that's kind of coming back at an angle from this one right here. So just like that right there. Again, that's only on the left side. Going back to the tail piece, we're going to place down a dark oak wood slab on top of this green stained clay block here, followed by 2 blue wool blocks. First one starting on top of this red stained clay block and one going back like that. We then want to place down a green stained clay block on top of this dark oak wood upside down stair on the rear there, like so. After that's done, we're going back up here to this section here. On top of this dark oak wood stair, we're going to place down another dark oak wood stair on top of it, followed by 1 more dark oak wood slab back, and then a dark oak wood stair like that. With the 2 stairs should be facing each other on the inside here, like so. After those dark oak wood stairs, we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, and 4 green stained clay blocks back, followed by 1 and 2 dark oak wood stairs, followed by a dark oak wood corner stair on top of that polished andesite block. And once you guys have that all done, that's going to do it for layer 9. With that, let's go ahead and move on to layer 10. Moving on to layer 10, we're going to go ahead and start off by going to the top up here. We're going to place down a wooden trapdoor that's going to be on top of this wooden trapdoor right here, in between the dark oak wood stairs. After that, we're going to place down a cobblestone wall on top of this first green stained clay block, and we're going to go and place down a stone brick top slab around the cobblestone wall, so you get something that looks like this right here. After that, we're going to place down a dark oak wood slab coming off this stone brick top slab, followed by 1 and 2 green carpets going back. We then want to go ahead and go back here to this green stained clay block here. We're going to place down a wither skeleton skull on top of it, just like that. Going back to our tailpiece, we're going to place down a dark oak wood slab on top of this blue wool right here, followed by a white wool block on top of this blue wool right here, a green stained clay block, and also a dark oak wood upside down stair coming off that green stained clay block there for the tail. With that all done, that's going to do it for layer 10. With that, we're going to move on to our last final layers, which are basically going to consist of us putting the tail on, and then we have a whole kind of separate section which we're going to work on the rotors here, which are kind of a whole beast in itself to do. and also put the tail rotor on. So with that, let's move on to our final layers, which should be, if I remember correctly, should be layers most likely 12 through 13. So with that, let's go ahead and move on to our last final layers. Alright guys, so moving on to our last final layers, it's going to be pretty simple to put these on, or basically to do these layers. So for this, we're just going to go and start off by going to the cobblestone wall right here. We're going to place down one more going up, and we're just going to place down an end rod on top of all those stone brick top slabs. That's all we're going to do for the main rotors there. We're going to go ahead and start covering how to do those in the next kind of part here. We're going to then go back to the tail piece here. We want to place down a dark oak wood slab on top of this white wool block right there. We're then going to place down 2 green stinkweed blocks like so. Now we also want to go ahead and place down a stone button on this green stinkweed block on both sides here after this white wool block like that. We also would like to go ahead and place down a zombie head coming off this green stinkweed block right here, followed by a stone button going back from it. Now over here on the left side, it's going to be a little bit different. Now this is right here where our rotor is going to, or our tail rotor is going to start to stick out here. So what we want to do is we want to go and go to this green stinkweed block here. We're going to place down a dark oak wood stair if it's back facing toward the front. And on the back of the stair, we're going to place down a zombie head like so. We also want to place down a stone button on this green stinkweed block, so it's like that on both sides. And after that's done, we're also going to place down a green stinkweed block that's going to come off of this dark oak wood stair here with a stone button on the side there of that. And we'll go to the rotors there in the part where we kind of cover all the rotors in general. Anyways, once we get that done, we're going to place down another dark oak wood slab on top of this green stinkweed block, and one more green hardened stinkweed block going up like that for the back tail. So you should get something that looks like that for the tail piece there, and this is what it looks like on both sides there. Overall pretty simple, nothing too complicated. And when you have that done, you pretty much have your main kind of fuselage and the whole of the hind done. All that's left for us to do really is to go ahead and put the rotors on, which as I mentioned are going to be kind of tricky and kind of a whole beast in itself to do. So it will take some time to do, but we also will have the part for the landing gear coming shortly after that. So with that, let's go ahead and start to get this hind finished up by moving on to our main rotor blades. Alright guys, so moving on to the rotor blades. As I mentioned, these rotor blades are pretty much a beast in themselves and will take quite a bit of time to do. So the main thing with these is that pretty much each blade is actually different. So that's going to make it a little bit more trickier for us to go ahead and build. However, once we get it done, it's going to look really nice. So the first thing for us to do is to go ahead and go to the top portion up here. We're going to go and place down a green stinkweed block on top of this cobblestone wall with a stone button on top. We're then going to go ahead and place down a stone brick half slab coming off on all sides of this green stinkweed block. Now that we have that done, it's time for us to go and work on our first blade. Now we're going to go and start off with the easiest one, which is just the one that sticks straight out. Pretty simple and isn't too difficult whatsoever. For the blades itself, we're going to be using some nether brick slabs and also some brick slabs as long as stone brick. So make sure you have those blocks in handy and ready to go. So to get started here, we're going to go ahead and start off by going ahead and doing a little technique here. We're going to place down 2 skeleton skulls here at about 45-degree angles. Like that on both sides here. We're going to break the blocks underneath them. It's going to create a little bit more detail and kind of fixture around the blades themselves, as you guys can see here, and makes it look a little bit nicer. So that's what we're doing right here. We then want to place down another stone brick slab coming off this one right here, and we're going to place down a skeleton skull on either side of that half slab like so. Now that we have that out of the way, we have a row of 4 of nether brick slabs. So we're going to place down a row of 1, 2, 3, and 4. We then have a row of what is going to be 11 stone brick half slabs. So we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 stone brick half slabs going forward, and then a brick slab like that. Just a quick note for you guys is that these blades can also be adjusted to be kind of weighted. As you can see down below here, I won't be really covering that too much in the tutorial, but you can kind of see what I did here for the weighted blades as they kind of work their way down like that. You can kind of see what you guys can do there for weighted blades, so you can feel free to do that on your own time. I'm not going to cover that in the tutorial because this tutorial is already going to be long enough doing these blades. Also, in addition, you can have these blades facing whatever direction you guys want. You don't need to be facing this one forward. You can have it facing toward the rear, whatever you guys want to do. However, we're just going to be copying what I did over here for this version. So, anyways, after we have this done, we're going to go to the stone brick slab after this brick slab. We're going to place down our brick slab off of it. And we're just going to go and place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 nether brick slabs. Actually, my bad. We're going to place down a total of 13 actually nether brick slabs back. So 12 and 13 back So you should get something that kind of looks like this for your first blade. It's nothing too fancy, but it's our first one to go ahead and get us started. Alrighty guys, so the next blade we're going to go ahead and start work on is the one that comes out here to the right. Now this one is where we're going to start to get into kind of the more angle ones and where it's going to start to get a little bit more tricky with building these. So to start off with, we're going to go ahead and place down a skeleton skull just on top of a placeholder block right here in between these two stone brick slabs. We then want to place down one more stone brick slab that comes off this one out to the side, followed by a skeleton skull just like this on both sides like that. Going ahead and continuing on, we're going to place down 1 and 2 nether brick slabs like this, followed by one that goes forward like that. After this nether brick slab, we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, and 4 stone brick half slabs out. I'm just going to go and double check our count here. And yes, we do have 4 that go out. And then come off the 4 nether brick or stone brick slabs, we're going to place down 4 nether brick slabs. We're then going to go off this nether brick slab. We're going to place down 1, 2, 3, and 4 stone brick slabs out to the side, followed by 1, 2, 3, and 4 nether brick slabs coming off those slabs. We then want to go and take our stone brick slabs again. We're going to go ahead and go off this nether brick slab here. We're going to place down 1, 2, 3, and 4 out. And then 1, 2, 3, and actually my bad, 3 nether brick slabs followed by brick slab. And then we're going to place down a brick slab also coming off this stone brick slab like that on the end. So your rotor blade right here should look something just like that. And that's going to do it for the one that comes out to this side. Now we have the one that goes out to the left side. So for this one, we're going to go and kind of copy the same thing here. So we have a skeleton skull, which is going to go right there in that space like that. We're going to break the blocks underneath it. We then want to go and place down another stone brick slab that comes off from this one right here. And we're going to place down skeleton skulls on both sides of them like that. Now we're going to place down a total of, I believe this is actually a row of 6. So we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 nether brick slabs that come off of it like so. We're going to go ahead and go to the second and third slab back from the stone brick slab. We're going to place down 2 nether brick slabs going toward the back. We then want to go ahead and grab our stone brick slabs. We're going to place down 1 coming off the third nether brick slab going toward the front, followed by 1, 2, 3, and 4 out to the side. So something kind of like that. And we can go and go over here to kind of take a look at what it looks like. So something kind of like that is what we have going on here. Once that is done right there, we're going to go ahead and kind of copy a similar pattern to what we did over there. So coming off these stone brick slabs here, we're going to go and place down 1, 2, 3, and 4 nether brick slabs. We're going to place down 1, 2, 3, and 4 stone brick slabs coming off those nether brick slabs. We also want to go in again, take our nether brick slabs. We're going to place down 1, 2, and 3 nether brick slabs coming off these stone brick slabs, followed by a brick top slab like that. Coming off the brick slab and also the nether brick slabs, we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, and 4 stone brick top slabs, followed by a, half slabs with a stone brick or a brick slab on the end, just like that. And you can start to see here that we have our blades starting to come into play here, and you can see on both sides there they're pretty nicely shaped overall for, you know, trying to get these to fit into, you know, what we're trying to get them to do. So that's it right there for those 2 blades. Now we're starting to move on to the back ones. These back ones are where it's going to get a little bit more complicated, and I may need to take some looks here just to double check I'm doing them right with my version my model I have over here. And that's just mainly because, I mean, obviously it's complicated to, you know, look at these and make sure I get it right. So do excuse me if I take a few looks back and forth to make sure I'm doing them right. Anyways, to go ahead and get started here, we're going to go ahead and place down a zombie head, or sorry, skeleton skull, which is going to be on a placeholder block, or a block like this, coming off this stone brick slab. Coming off this stone brick slab, we're going to go in at an angle here. We're going to do the right one first. We're going to place down a stone brick slab that goes back like this. We want to go ahead and also place down skeleton skulls around this stone brick slab like so. Come off this stone brick slab, we're going to place down a nether brick slab at an angle, followed by one more that goes back, and then one that goes out to the side like so. I'm going to double check our work, and our work is looking pretty good so far. We're then going to place down a stone brick slab that goes back from this nether brick slab, followed by another nether brick slab that comes off the stone brick slab. We're going to go back from the stone brick, or the nether brick slab, 1 and 2 stone brick slabs, followed by 1 and 2 nether brick slabs along the side here. We then want to place down a stone brick slab after the nether brick, followed by a nether brick slab. We're going to place down 1 and 2 stone brick slabs going back from the nether brick slab, followed by 1 and 2 nether brick slabs going along the side here, those stone brick slabs. After we have that done, we're going to place down another stone brick slab going back with another brick slab out to the side. We're then going to place down 2 stone brick slabs back, followed by 2 nether brick slabs along the side here, like that. We then want to place down 1 and 2 stone brick slabs back, a brick slab, and then we're going to place down another brick slab on the side here, the stone brick slab, and also a nether brick slab alongside this stone brick slab right there. And that's going to do it for the right side there. And looking at both sides, we appear to be correct. So that's good right there. So we have our right blade done. Now we have to work on our left one. So our left one here, we're going to start off by placing down another stone brick slab that's going to be at an angle from this one. We're going to do the same thing with putting our basically skulls around it, like so. We're going to place down another brick slab coming off this skull at an angle here from the stone brick slab, followed by 1 and 2 more nether brick slabs back, so you have a row of 3. We then want to place down a stone brick slab coming off the third nether brick slab going back. We're then going to place down 1 and 2 nether brick slabs back, followed by 2 stone brick slab blocks like that. Continuing on, we're going to place down a row of basically just 1 nether brick slab going back, followed by a stone brick slab like that. We're going to place down 2 nether brick slabs back, followed by 2 stone brick slabs coming off those 2 nether brick slabs. We're going to place down a nether brick slab again going back, followed by a stone brick slab out to the side. We're going to place down 2 nether brick slabs again going back, 2 stone brick slabs along the side here. We're going to place down a nether brick slab, followed by a stone brick slab out to the side. After the stone brick slab, we're going to place down a brick slab, followed by a nether brick slab that comes out to the side, and coming off the brick slab, we're going to place down a brick slab like that. So we have a stone brick slab and a brick slab, so we should get something that kind of looks like this for this blade right here. And we also want to go ahead and actually break this skeleton skull. Actually, my bad, we're going to keep that skeleton skull, and we're going to place down 1 and 2 nether brick slabs right there in that section, just like that. And it should be done over here as well. So kind of something I forgot to add on there. So just go ahead and put that in to play right there. We can actually place down 1 right here as well. So we're going to place down a slab right there in that space right there, just to kind of even it out a little bit more, and it looks a little bit nicer. So right there for that. And that's going to kind of do it for your main blades. As you can see right there, they are pretty complicated, I know. Hopefully you guys were able to get it right and everything like that. But here's a bit of an aerial view of what it looks like. So just like that, you can kind of see how it works and how all the blades are and everything like that. So overall, that's pretty much it for that. And now it's time to go ahead and move on to the rear. Now the rear rotors are much simpler in comparison to what we did for the air one. So it's going to be a little bit easier for us, though I may need to take a few looks because I don't remember the design 100%. So to start off with, we're going to go and take nether brick slabs. We're going to go off this green stink plate block, and of course you guys can change the position of these however you guys want. But to start off with, we're going to place down 1, 2, and 3 nether brick slabs going toward the front, followed by a brick top slab on the end. Let me just double check to make sure that's correct, and that is correct. After that, we're going to place down a nether brick upside down stair coming off this green stink plate block at an angle like this. We're then going to place down a second stair coming off of it. This time the stair is going to be kind of a normal stair, going to be shaped like that. And then coming off this stair, we're going to place down an upside down brick stair like that coming off the second stair there. So it kind of creates a little bit of a shape like that, an angle going up like so. For the bottom one, it's a little bit different, pretty much completely different actually. We're going to place down a dark oak wood, nether brick stair on the bottom here of the green stink plate block. After that, we're going to go and place down a dark oak wood stair, or nether brick stair coming off of it like that, an angle going down. On the bottom of the stair, we're going to place down 1 more upside down stair with its back facing toward the rear. And then after that, on the bottom, we're just going to place down a brick top slab. So you get something that kind of looks like that. You have your nether brick stair down like that, and an air stair, and then your brick slab like so. After that is all complete there. That's going to do it for your rotors, and that's going to basically do it for the version of the in-flight version of the Hind. If you guys want to go ahead and stick around, I'll be showing you guys how to build the landed version, which will be just taking this design and putting it basically a block off the ground and putting the wheels on. So with that, let's go ahead and move on to make this thing the landed version and everything like that. Alrighty guys, so going ahead and moving on to pretty much the final part of this tutorial, which will be putting the landing gear on the Hind. So if you guys are interested in building this thing with the landing gear, obviously you can have this thing flying, maybe getting ready to land, or just taking off and all that stuff. You can put the landing gear on however really you want it. As I mentioned at the beginning of the video, if you are building this thing landed on the ground, you will need to make sure that you have a certain amount of clearance. If we go ahead and take a look at the design right here, you can see that this version that I have here, the Hind, just copy and pasted here, is going to have the lowest point, which is this section here, 1 block off the ground. You can see on both sides here, it's 1 block off the ground. You can see pretty much the midsection right in here is about 2.5 blocks off the ground. In the spot I told you up here to make sure you had 2 blocks of clearance up here, you have all that clearance. Everything like that checks out, and you're for sure your aircraft is at the perfect height. We're good to go. So for the landing gear itself, it's pretty simple. It has basically the front gear right here and then 2 back wheels that stick out. So overall, it's pretty simple. I believe in real life the hind actually sits at a slight angle, but it's not anything drastic enough for us to go ahead and build a completely different version of a landed version for it. So we're just going to go ahead and just have it kind of sit straight like here. I think it works perfect for it anyway. So to start off with, we're going to need to go ahead and break a small area out. This area is going to be right here after this quartz stair. We're going to go 1, 2, and 3 quartz half slabs back. We're going to go and break this half slab, this one, and this one. So you break out a total of 3. We're going to start off by placing down a stone brick slab in this position. We then want to place down a stone brick full block in the next position, followed by a cobblestone wall like that. Coming down from the cobblestone wall, we're going to place down a quartz stair like this, followed by a quartz top slab on the bottom of that stair, a block of coal on both sides, followed by a stone button on the sides of the blocks of coal. And then up here in the front, we're going to place down a quartz slab, followed by a quartz top slab that's coming down from it, like so for the front. And then we just want to place down a lever like that on the back of that stone brick, or that quartz stair like that. And with that done, that's going to do it for our front gear. Now let's move on to our rear gear. Alrighty guys, so move on to the rear wheels. Now the rear wheels themselves are really simple. We're going to do one side, and then it's up to you guys to copy the other side over, just, you know, to save us some time in this already very long tutorial. What we want to do to get started here is we're going to go and break these quartz top steps here. And I believe we only need to break a total of 3. So we're going to go and break 1, 2, and 3 from the back. After we have those broken, we're going to go ahead and break these 3 blocks above it, so 1, 2, and 3. Now coming off those blocks, we're going to go ahead and basically place down a quartz full block kind of sticking out from it, same thing right here, and one like that continuing on. On the inside here, we will need to fill the space in, since we don't want to have a big empty space like that on the inside. So for this, we're just simply going to place down a row of polished andesite and leave it at that. We can't really replace any of these other blocks because it'll change the color of the outside, so we're just going to place it down right there. Now, once we have that finished, we're going to go ahead and place down a stone brick full block, which is going to come off this, or basically be in this space right here. We will also need a cobblestone wall, which we're going to place down right above it, like so. Now, after we have that done, we also want to go ahead and place down a stone brick upside down stair that's going to come off that stone brick full block, kind of down at an angle like this. Coming off the stone brick upside down stair, we're going to place down a stone brick top slab like this, and then one more half slab here that kind of works its way up at an angle and kind of connects up to it like so. And then on top of this, actually right here, we're actually going to place down a stone brick stair. That actually works a little bit better. So we're going to place down a stone brick stair like that at that point right there. After that, we're then going to go ahead and take a nether brick stair. We're going to place down 2 stairs upside down like this on the bottom here. And then we're going to place down 2 stairs back to back like that on top. We also want to grab ourselves a lever. And we're going to place down a lever, which is going to be coming off this stone brick full block, going down to connect it to the stone brick stair. And we also just want to go and grab ourselves some quartz stairs. We're going to place down 1 and 2 on top of the actual wheel itself, on top of the nether brick stairs, like that, 2 quartz stairs, like so. And you're going to take that same design, flip it over to the other side, and you'll have your land gear basically done for both sides of the rear wheels, I should say. Anyways, once you have that all done, that's going to kind of do it for that. If you guys are interested, you guys could put the kind of blades kind of folded down at an angle here, and you can kind of see how I did it. I kind of went with a row here. So we have connecting from the green stinkway block, we have a row of 9 at this level. Then we go down a half slab. We have a row of 4. We go down another slab. We have a row of 3, and then we go down another slab, and we have a row of 2. And you can see it's kind of uniform all the way around the aircraft. I kind of kept that kind of the same kind of design concept, work on our way down, and you can do weighted blades if you guys want to. I'm not going to, just because it's already long enough of a tutorial, and it could be something that you guys could do easily yourselves, and I kind of showed you guys already how to do it. So feel free to go crazy with it, and do what you really want with it, and everything like that. Anyways, that's going to do it for this tutorial. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you guys, did end up building this, I do ask that you guys give me proper credit for it. It was a big build, and it took me some actual time to make, so I really would appreciate it if you guys made sure that you guys give me credit for it. It's anything from a sign of the build, tweet to my channel, or this video. If this does appear on any social media sites, just be sure to give proper credit for the video, or the vehicle, I should say. That's all I ask for when doing these tutorials. It helps my channel grow, and it continues to keep me inspired to keep on posting these types of videos. So as long as you guys give me credit for it, you're free to use it for projects you guys are working on. And that, guys, again, special thanks to Patreon supporter Zachary Shabal for making this video possible. Huge thanks to him with his huge donation at the top tier. I really do appreciate it, Zachary. Thank you so much. And feel free to check out my Patreon page if you guys are interested in possibly donating to the channel. And that, guys, that's going to do it for this. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. This has been Garrett2by4, and I'll see you guys next time.